The illest that did it. Get the cream, look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons, Lord please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'm a Kiwi and it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down, this is Rawls. Finding some room at midfield. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, Rawls down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he floated one out there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll is going to call out his field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Being chased out left. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
For me, that's an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, you might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They start on the ground with Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On second down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Paul Posluszny able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Third and 2, now Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a gain there of 11 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Fournette on the counter. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
There we go now.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. Third down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson to throw on third down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Jaguars getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
There we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On the run, it's Fournette. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. First down, Wilson going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On second down, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Wilson on third down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again, it's Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. On second down, here's Bortles. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on fourth down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Brad Nordman now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Able to power through. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And the wideout in motion. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Throwing is Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, that will give us a second to discuss some trade news from this last week. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's headed east to west to San Francisco. Your thoughts?
Surprised. Big-time surprised, because many people thought that San Francisco was going to wait until next year and either draft a quarterback or pick someone up in free agency. Instead, they make the bold move here, getting Garoppolo. And I like it for San Francisco because they could have their quarterback of the future. They could tag him at the end of the year and keep him around for another year while they continue to evaluate. Or he could still be another trade for them down the road as they evaluate quarterbacks coming out of college next year. So many different things. But Jimmy Garoppolo looks like he'll get his chance now to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And the play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's 17-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down and 4. Baldwin goes in motion right. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now a toss. This is Rawls. Room to run past midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson going to give to Rawls. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Pitch goes to Rawls. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And able to find Graham, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They give it to Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They go again with Rawls. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip rate.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Walsh now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, it's Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. On the ground, rolls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Bortles. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing now is Bortles. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Bortles, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a play fake. Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they just took a timeout. with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final try now for Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Now